This is 404 loading, where I document what I am learning in cybersecurity and networking through practical labs. In this video, we will back up a Cisco IOS to a TFTP server and then recover the IOS after deleting it from the router flash memory. Let's start with the topology setup. We will take one PT router, one server and connect through that cross-level connection. First, I am creating a simple topology with one router and one server. The router and server are connected directly using crossover cable. So go to the server, desktop, IP configuration. Set the IP 1.0.0.1. Now assigning an IP address to the server. This server will act as an TFTP server which will use to store the iOS backup. Go to the router, CLI, no, enable config int f0/0 no shut IP address 1.0.0.2 255.0.0.0. Now configuring the router interface. The router and server must be in the same network so they can communicate with each other. The no shutdown command activates the interface. Control Z. Now let's show version. Now checking the router information using show version. This command display hardware details, software details, and the iOS currently installed. This flash pt 1000-mz.122-28.bin. This flash section shows the iOS stored in the router flash memory. We will use the file name during the backup process. Before making any major changes, it's always a good practice to keep a backup of the iOS file. If the iOS gets corrupted or accidentally deleted, the backup can be used to restore the router. So I'm copying it. Copy slash tftp source file name. Now backing up the iOS to the TFTP server. This creates a recovery copy in case the iOS is lost or corrupted. So let's give this exact name. Sorry. Control V doesn't work here. I totally forget that. Okay. Copy flash tftp paste. Entering the iOS file name that was identified from the flash memory. Now they are wanting address or name of the remote host, so we will give the address. Providing the IP address of the TFTP server. Now they are wanting a destination file name, which is totally optional. If you click the enter, it will save as it is, but I will give a name here, which will be backup. Enter. Okay, I get it wrong, I guess. Let's try one more time. Copy slash tftp. I guess I gave the name wrong. I have to give the only to pin name. Oh, very bad habit of using Control V and Control C. Let's try again. Copy slash tftp file name. Copy paste address or name of the remote host 1.0.0.1, destination file name backup. Okay, I did wrong first, that I was also adding the flash word, which is not required. Flash is the memory name, not the file name. So that's why that time a error came, like error opening flash dot colon flash the bin name, no file or directory exist. So this time I removed the flash word and only gave the file name, and it worked. Now go to the server, service, TFTP. The backup file is visible in the TFTP service. I gave the name backup, so it is totally visible here. Now let's go to the router again. Delete flash. Now deleting the iOS from the router flash memory. This stimulates a recovery scenario where the operating system is missing. So again, we have to give the .bin name. They are wanting the confirmation, so let's click enter. Now let's go to the physical mode of router 0. Power off. Let's zoom in a little. Power off. Then power on. Restarting the router. Since like restarting the router after removing the iOS, since no iOS available in flash memory, the router enters in recovery mode. Now we have to configure TFTP recovery parameters. Let's that is ROM on mode. ROMMON 1 is like ROMMON is the mode and 1 is the line number, nothing else. We have to write everything here capital, all comments, majority of the comments. So IP underscore address equals to 1.0.0.5. Next, assigning a temporary IP address to the router. Next, IP underscore subnet mask equals to 255.0.0.0, configuring the subnet mask. Next, default underscore gateway equals to 1.0.0.1, setting the gateway for communication. TFTP server equals to 1.0.0.1, setting the specifying the TFTP server address. TFTP underscore file equals to I gave the name in small, so backup in small letter, providing the iOS backup file name stored on the server. Now we have to recover the iOS, so let's write tftp download. Here we will write not whole download word, here it will be dnld only. I guess I wrote something wrong. Let's try again. Maybe those space will not work here. Address 1.0.0.5 IP. I am repeating whole information again. Yes. Yes, I gave the wrong format. We can't give any kind of space between the parameters and equal symbol. Here I totally removed the space, so it worked. They confirmed again, invoke this command for disaster recovery only. Warning, all existing data in all partition on flash will be lost. Now starting the iOS recovery process, the TFTP download command downloads the iOS from the TFTP server directly into the flash memory. So there want confirmation Y, confirming the recovery operation, and done. So let's reset. After the iOS is restored, restarting the router. The router should now boot normally using recovered iOS. And it's done. That's for this lab. This covered the Cisco IOS backup, flash memory management, and iOS recovery using a TFTP server. Did lots of mistake, but I am learning with all of you. So sorry for the mistakes. I hope it will never happen again. So that's it. More labs as I continue to learning. Bye.